Hi guys! Welcome to my class. If you are frequent watching my videos, please subscribe. Please like and share so that you can also help other students. Our topic for today is about mean absolute variation. Before we proceed to our main lesson, I would like to give you some information regarding our UAE rulers. I would like to inspire you every day. You can see in the picture the support that was sent to Kenya by the UAE. The aid to India and to a lot of other countries. Sheikh Zayed's ability for being a generous giver was said to be so great that the Islamic anniversary of his death, Ramadan 19, was declared Zayed Humanitarian Day in the UAE. This is to inspire and encourage more charitable giving among future generations. That is why, up to now, the UAE leaders were sending aids and support to other countries, not only during pandemics, but throughout the years, whoever needs it. Do you know that Sheikh Zayed established solid foundations for humanitarian actions? And today, it constitutes an approach for sustainable generosity and giving. In the picture is His Highness Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan. He is now the current President of the United Arab Emirates, and he is the Supreme Commander of the UAE Armed Forces. He is also the Chairman of the Supreme Petroleum Council. Sheikh Khalifa succeeded his father, Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan. Do you know what? His heart, his minds, and his actions are exactly the same as Sheikh Zayed. Sheikh Zayed is a living legacy. That is why, according to Sheikh Khalifa, he is following the approach of his father in offering development and humanitarian assistance, which becomes the pillars of the UAE's foreign policy. Sheikh Zayed's name is always associated with generosity and giving. You know, guys, you cannot give if your heart is full of hatred. You can only give if your heart is clean and full of love. That is Sheikh Zayed. I do hope that you are enlightened again with the values that Sheikh Zayed imparted to us. Now guys, the objective of our lesson today is to find the mean absolute deviation and to compare the variation. Let us work on this example so that I can show you how to do it. The table shows the scores of 8 students in Math Quiz 1. Find the mean absolute deviation of the set of data and describe what it represents. The first step that we are going to do is to find the mean. We are going to add all the numbers and divide it by the total number of value. So, we are going to add all the scores and then divide it by 8. As you can see, I put the number on top of each score with the color red. That is why the number of value is 8. And it will give us 92.5. It is the mean. What will be the next step? We are going to find the absolute value of the differences between each value in the set of data and the mean. We are going to solve for each scores minus the mean. You can see that I put the mean in red color and each scores in black color. And the answer for the absolute value is in blue color. Remember, it is in absolute value, that is why it is always positive even if the answer is negative. Now, what are we going to do next? To find the mean absolute deviation, we are going to add all the answers for the absolute value of the differences between each value in the set of data and the mean divided by the total number of values. and it will give us 5. The mean absolute deviation is 5. This means that the average marks each data value from the mean is 5. Let's work on this simple problem. Hamoudi practices stationary walking inside their backyard. He walked 3 meters, 5 meters, 8 meters, 9 meters, and 6 meters in 5 days. Find the mean absolute deviation and describe what it represents. We are going to find the mean first. So we are going to add all the distances that Hamoudi walked, and we are going to divide it by 5. And it will give us 3 plus 5 plus 8 plus 9 plus 6 divided by 5. The answer is 6.2. Now we are going to find the absolute value of the differences between each value in the data set, which is the distances that Hamoudi walked, and the mean. So you can see the distances minus the mean. I put the mean in red color. And I put the answers in blue colors. To find the mean absolute deviation, we are going to add all the absolute value differences between each value and the mean divided by the total number of the values. And it will give us 2. So this is the mean absolute deviation. This means that the average distance each day Hamoudi walked from the mean is 2 meters per day. Let us work on this example. The table shows the temperature at 2 different places for 5 days. Find the mean absolute deviation and compare their variation. So the temperature and degree centigrade in Al Dhafra and Abu Dhabi are given. We are going to find the mean first. To find the mean in the 2 places, we are going to add all the data in degree centigrade and divide it by 5. The mean in Al Dhafra is 25.8 degrees centigrade and the mean in Abu Dhabi is 27.2 degrees centigrade. Now we are going to find the absolute value of the differences between each value in the dataset and the mean. I put the dataset black color and the mean in red color. To find the mean absolute deviation, we are going to add all the answers from the differences that we got divided by 5. We are going to do the same steps for Abu Dhabi and Al Dhafra. For Al Dhafra, it will give us 4.7 plus 5.8 plus 0.7 plus 0.8 plus 1.2 divided by 5. And for Abu Dhabi, it is 2.2 plus 0.7 plus 2.2 plus 0.2 plus 5.3 divided by 5. And the mean absolute deviation in Al Dhafra is 2.64 and in Abu Dhabi is 2.12. If we are going to get the difference between the mean absolute deviation, it will give us 0.52. So the mean absolute deviation for the temperature in Abu Dhabi is 0.52 less than the mean absolute deviation in Al Dhafra. To wrap it up, you are going to add all the set of data divided by the number of data to find the mean. Then you are going to find the absolute value of the differences between each value in the dataset and the mean. Then you are going to find the average of the absolute values of the differences between each value in the dataset and the mean. That is the mean absolute deviation. And from finding the answer on the mean absolute deviation, you can describe what it represents. I will never stop reminding you what Sheikh Zayed wrote for us. Education is like a lantern which lights your way in a dark alley. Whenever you have confusion on some part of the lesson, I want you to go back. Light up your way. Watch it again step by step, carefully, slowly, and I know you will get it. Math will always be easy for those who are studying. Discover your undefined smartness. score high in math. Okay guys, till next lesson. Good luck!